Yeah, all right. We are live from North Carolina on the 25th of September, 2024. How you doing, MSJ?
Doing fantastic. Been a wonderful day, wonderful week all around. I'm in love with my journey this week. How about you?
It's been a quiet week.
Yeah, just
Been a
quiet.
quiet week. Yeah, quiet week. Quiet week. What's going on, Jim? Jim Thompson, how you doing, brother? We got Sir Alfred in here. Just give a couple minutes, get a couple more folks going.
Yep. Philip, Jim, Sir Alfred. Da-da-da-da. There we go.
I don't know if Philip's still here. Is Philip still here?
Let's see. He comes up when you put the @ symbol in there for him.
Oh yeah.
Philip, are you still here, buddy? But let's see. No, one of those 120 volts stick weld. Other stuff. I'm talking about the welders. There's Semper. What's going on, man?
Hey, Semper, what's up, brother?
He said, "I'm here. You can start now."
Hoorah!
There you go, brother in arms, huh?
We're everywhere.
There you go.
We are everywhere. Oh, so we
what's Southeast Stacker? What's up, dude?
What's up, bud? So we gonna talk a little bit about what we did today, or are we just gonna surprise everybody? What's up, John?
Well, I mean, the cat came out of a bag last week, so I imagine several folks would know by now anyway. But I mean, I'm down or if you want it to be an outright surprise, I'm down that route too.
I think we'll do an announcement. We'll wait till we get a few more. We're showing 13. Let's see if we hit a few more. There's 15 now.
What's up, all things Silver? What's going on, my friend?
Hey, brother.
There's Larry Downey.
Larry, what's up? So we'll let's say we hit a few more, and then we'll make the announcement of what we did today.
Or Jim hollering pre-33.
He wants you to show it. He loves that stuff. He lives for that.
See, but I'm not pre-33. I'm post-33. I mean, I'm 46. So. Oh. You do that too well.
Mr. built a deck today. Nice. I got to fix mine. I got to replace some of my boards before somebody gets killed.
Uh-oh.
We've had so much freaking rain this year, man. It's just the wood has gotten old.
I told you we got some extra decking over here.
I want to use that that permanent decking, but Lord have mercy, that stuff is expensive.
My brother, he uses it from time to time when he's building decks for folks. That stuff is stupid expensive, but it lasts forever.
You got to kind of weigh the cost and measures and see if it's worth it, I guess. But if you don't ever have to build your deck again, then I mean, how much longer am I going to stay in this house? Maybe another 10 years at the most.
Yeah, but your deck will cost 3 times as much if you build it out of that.
And that's the thing. If I'm only going to be here for another 10 years, I'll just use regular wood, and it won't be my problem. So if I seal it right, I should be able to get 10 years out of it.
Oh, absolutely. But Larry says we're giving away a lifetime supply of silver and gold and mercs. We're giving them away, but he's paying for them. That's what it is. Yeah. I'll give away stuff if somebody else is paying for it.
Well, we got 19 in here. I guess it's a good enough time to kind of go through what we did today.
Well, I could show the top of that.
Yeah, well, we won the lotto, so we're good. This is our last live. We're taking the families and we're moving to some island.
Does the island not even have a name yet? I think that's what it is.
We're going to call it the
Stacks a Lot
Silver and Gold Journey.
There you go. He said your deck would be a great selling point, though, if you built it out of that.
Yeah, true.
Something like that would probably increase the value of the house.
I'm sure it would.
Yeah.
I'm sure it would. So a little bit about today. What did we do today?
We went on a journey.
We did.
A very long drive.
Well, for you.
Well, I guess mine was multiple drives. I was 2 hours to your house, and then another hour? Well, we got stuck behind that car, so it was 2 hours to our destination. So 4 hours one way for me.
Yeah, we barely made it. So what we did today is we had an open invitation to, and I'm sure you guys locally are well aware of Pinehurst coins down in obviously Pinehurst. Yep, there they are. So we were invited to a tour and interview and a video. We filmed the video today. So that's going to air. You know, we got to do some editing. I think MSJ is going to break through it and get it edited. We'll probably break it up into two parts.
Yep.
One on MSJ's channel, the other half on mine. But we had a fantastic trip today, and it was very productive. And
it's a lot of fun.
The CEO, Vince, couldn't have been nicer. Vince Wade could not have been nicer. And his number two, Harry, fantastic guy from fellow Rhode Islander. So we hit it off pretty good.
That's right.
We hit it off pretty damn good. So yeah, we got the tour, guys. We got he took us around, showed us the operation, took us in the back. We couldn't take film footage in the back for obvious reasons. The place is very secure. They've got retinal scans, they've got biometrics, they've got cameras everywhere. They've got metal detectors on the doorways.
It's security out the yin-yang, yeah. The only place they didn't let us go was inside the vault, but they did let us look inside. So yeah, it was very impressive. Very impressive. That place was really nice.
So we got a great conversation lined up with Vince and his number two, and their eBay. If you watch their eBay lives, what was her name?
Yep.
Bella. You've seen Bella if you've ever seen their lives. She's on the YouTube or eBay lives. She was fantastic.
She runs the eBay lives. Yeah, very nice. All of them. They were all nice, accommodating, wonderful people.
Yeah. We walked in. They took us back to where people were working, and everybody was like, "Good morning, good morning, good morning." They gave us swag bags, which they did not have to do, and just an amazing trip. It's a rare look inside a large coin and bullion operation, is what it was.
Yeah,
they are
a major company.
Lord, were they busy. That fulfillment room was hopping. What do you say they do? Like 5,000 boxes a day they're shipping?
A day, yeah.
A day.
5,000 plus a day.
5,000 plus a day they're shipping. So the business is apparently very healthy. They're doing well. And I bought my share from them.
Right before we left, they both let us handle 1,000-ounce silver bar.
And I'm paying the price for that.
That was wild.
I was doing curls with it, and I was like, oh, there goes my back.
Yeah, that was impressive too. I mean,
that was a lot of silver. That was a lot of silver in our hand. I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
almost 1,000 ounces.
Yeah, it was 958 ounces for that one bar.
I will never hold that single amount of silver again in my life because I won't buy something like that. There's no reason to buy that.
What do you think? I mean, that's $30,000 in one shot.
And then how the hell are you going to get rid of it? You can't break it up. You can't do anything with it.
You'd have to melt it down and pour your own. Hey, Silver Boy Blues, what's up?
Good luck with that.
Yeah, really.
Good luck with that. So yeah, and Vince was not a fan of anything but ones and hundreds.
1 ounce bars. He prefers 1 ounce rounds, 100-ounce bars, and 1,000 ounce. No, I'm sorry, 1 ounce bars, 1,000-ounce bars, and the other one was hundreds, right?
100. Yeah, he liked the hundreds.
Yep.
He didn't give any love to my 10 ounces. It wasn't.
He was like, once you get so many 1 ounce rounds, how many more of those do you need? So you just go with 100-ounce bars and 1,000-ounce bars. And when it comes to it, that's where you're going to get your best premiums. Absolutely. When you're buying that kind of weight.
Yep. That's so yeah, that was an amazing look into a very busy bullion operation. And we were very happy to be there. It was a great time. Vince, the CEO, the owner, founder, great guy. I mean, I think one other person has interviewed him on YouTube, and I don't know that he's actually collaborated with too many people.
I don't know, but he was just one of those guys that you could just sit and talk with for hours. Really, really nice guy, and very easy to talk with as well.
He wasn't pretentious at all either.
No, I mean he came from a more humble
everyday guy, just an everyday guy, like you're talking to your neighbor.
Yeah, absolutely.
What a fantastic operation they're running there. I was very impressed.
Yeah. And it's a very beautiful facility.
Well, it's new. It's only 4 years old.
but they're already outgrowing it. They're getting ready to break ground on another building.
Yeah. What's up, Kraken?
Yeah, so it was a wonderful time, man. I absolutely love it's just one of those things that how many times in your lifetime you get to do it. So I was honored to be able to do it.
We got a firsthand look at their 2-ounce. What's the series? The
Legendary Warrior
Legendary
series.
Warrior series. We got a good look at they wheeled out a bunch of the 2-ounce antiqued gilded gold.
Yeah,
expensive. They
these
only
coins
made
are nearly
$500
$400 a piece for 2
They only
ounces.
made $500 a piece of these things, and they wheeled them out,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Damn, those are beautiful."
They were gorgeous, and we got some pictures and video of some of them. They're pretty. The detail is insane. I mean, I've got some of the Legendary Warriors, and all of them. Of course, it's not going to show well here, but the detail on them is phenomenal.
Well, you should have seen the high relief on the 2 ounces.
Yeah.
So
but
we had a good
it's
time.
a series.
That was a good trip. We had a blast. Again, it's a rare look inside a very large, efficient bullion operation. Seriously, and they couldn't have been any nicer than they were. So that was a great experience. So we're actually gonna make a video out of it. We got plenty of footage with the interview with the CEO.
We're not going to give all the details on that, Larry. It'll be in the interview. We talk about the how they make the Legendary Warrior stuff, the design and all that stuff.
See, we know, and I don't think Vince wants us to pass on the designer information.
Yeah.
But if you look at his work, I'll give you a hint. If you look at his work and you're familiar with another line, the Germania series, it's the same guy. So, but we can't give out names. He's kind of keeping that under his hat as far as names go, where he's from, all that good stuff. But yeah, that's marketed by them. Now they do sell that series through other bullion dealers, but it is primarily through. It was done by Pinehurst.
Well, he was asking if they make them there in house, and they don't.
No, they don't. What do you?
All
we'll go over. Yeah, we'll go over that in the video.
Yep. All the information on where they're made and all that stuff, how they're struck, it's all in the interview. So y'all get to see all that because they all, even the basic bullion ones here, have pretty strong relief on them. And then if you see those 2 ounces, it's ridiculous how far it comes off the coin. So, but all that information will be in the video.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun video for you guys to watch. We had fun making it. The conversation was so easy to talk to this guy. You'd never know you were talking to a CEO. I mean, he was down to earth.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have been fine sitting there for another 2 or 3 hours just chatting.
Busy guy though. They gave us 2 hours of their time today, which impressed the hell out of me.
So, yeah, when we stopped the conversation and we started looking at some of the other coins, we didn't see him no more because they pushed him to the next meeting. He had folks outside waiting for him.
Sure did.
But he gave us 2 hours.
We ran into those folks leaving, and they were like, and Harry was like, "Yeah, we got 2 influencers here," and they're
2
like,
influencers swinging in, yeah. And that was more of an official thing because they were all suited up and stuff, fancy. I don't know, but yeah, there's some really busy people in there.
Killing it.
See, I just found this channel. YouTube is so random. Well, thank you for finding it. You're gonna love Stack Attack. He's always putting out fantastic content. Make sure you subscribe if you enjoy things, and come back for more.
To both. Welcome. Well, is it Ulexite? Is that how you say that? Ulexite TV? If I'm saying it wrong, apologies.
The video, we just filmed all this today. So Larry, there is no video yet. We just got the footage today. There is no deadline for us to get it done. So we will get them done. It'll be 2 of them. One will be on my channel, one will be on his, but it's not up yet. So, but we'll keep y'all posted and let y'all know when those videos will be posted.
We want to do it right. We want to make sure everything's right, everything's good. We want it to be an enjoyable video. And like I said, we're going to split it in 2 parts. We'll put on my channel and the other on MSJ's channel. So
yep, absolutely.
And because we were both there, so we're just going to kind of split it up, and it was just a good time.
Well, at the same time, it would be a lot to put into one video too. I mean, you'd easily be pushing a half an hour video after the editing. So that's a long video to sit through.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Larry, if it was easy peasy, man, I wish it was easy peasy. Good Lord. I can't even do a 10-minute video without investing hours on end. It seems like people don't
Larry, you're
understand.
welcome to edit it for me. It's 4 microphone inputs, 2 cameras, and clips, and all.
Silverboy Blues,
It's a
yes
lot to it.
sir. It is the best darn community. You better believe it.
Absolutely.
We love this community, and I have always, even when I got here 3 years ago, I was made to feel very welcome here, and the channel grew, and it really was. Everybody kind of embraced each other. It was. I'm not in a competition between channels. I'm not all about that. I'd much rather help another channel than be in competition with them.
Absolutely.
It's not about that.
100%.
It's just about everybody giving putting some input in, and giving a few opinions here and there on the old YouTube.
Yep, that's where the whole community thing comes from, and I just love the community feel of this community. It's
Yeah,
always
Silverboy
been very
Blues.
welcoming.
He said family version of a great saying. Yeah, I do use the other D word on that one. I know, but it doesn't ding my channel. It's still a family channel.
Says if you're stacking, Kraken says if you are stacking silver other than coins, what silver are you good to stack? I know you have a solid piece that you prefer.
Yeah, for me personally, it's 10 ounce. Those are my go-to. That's where most of my weight is with my silver, and of course I have sovereigns. I hate to call sovereigns.
You mean government minted pieces?
Government backed, government issued. I like eagles. I definitely like my maples. I'm a maple fanatic. That's what I started when I stacked. I was into maples big time, and I've got a bunch. I'm just short of a monster box of maples, so I need to finish that and just be done with it. So, but yeah, I would recommend definitely. So you want some gov back stuff, not too much of it though. You don't want to go crazy on it.
If you're going to go government back, I'd definitely go maples.
Eagles are premium snuck up again. They really did.
I stopped today on the way home. I stopped in Roanoke Rapids at that pawn shop that usually has, when he has stuff, he usually got it for great prices. And all he had was some eagles in there, but he wanted $40 or $39.99, so $40 a piece for them. And here we go. I can get them better than that. So,
and we're at $32 an ounce for spot. So he's $7 over spot. And you know the worst thing is, if you go sell to that same place, he might give you $1 over spot.
Yep.
You just lost $6 an eagle.
Hey, Mandy's Candy, how you doing? That's
Good
great.
evening,
Maples.
Mandy.
Yep.
Yeah, Silverboy, that's what I started on, and I hit it pretty hard. I admit it. Probably bought way more than I should have in the beginning, but it's like a kid in a candy shop. You start something you believe in, and I was going crazy buying maple, and then I kind of backed off and diversified a little bit. So I don't want to keep too many of one thing.
And then you found the Milky Brits.
The milk Brits, the milkmaids. We call them milkmaids. Yeah. 2023 Britannias, man. Holy cow. Terrible.
Just about all my Brits, except for the really super old ones that I have. The rest of them are all milked up.
It stinks. It really does stink. I can't stand it. But you know what? And I haven't bought a single Britannia since 2023 as a result.
Yeah, I remember you did the video, said you weren't doing it no more.
I used to stack them. I was stacking them by the tube, and now I'm not wasting my money on them.
The problem is they're such a beautiful design. It's a shame they've got that kind of. It's out of all the quote unquote sovereign coins, it's my favorite one. It is a gorgeous design and
it's
wonderful
the best design.
Security features, the whole works.
Yeah, hands down,
it just kills them.
Hands down, the Britannia is my favorite design out of all of them, and that includes our beloved eagle. I'm still not much of a fan of the Type 2 reverse on the eagle. I don't know if I just haven't gotten used to it, or if I just never liked it. I don't know that I'm ever going to truly appreciate it. I don't know. Let's see. Mr. says my local mint has 1/10 silver in tubes and bags for future bartering. Oh, that's my sore spot.
Yeah, I know you hate those little fractional pieces.
Mister, everybody stacks what they want to stack within their comfort zone. I'm all about that. Me personally, I can't stand tiny silver. I don't like the premiums on it. I don't believe it's going to be a barter tool like everybody thinks it will be. Not right away. Maybe not. It's going to take some time. But you look at those things like the grams or the whatever, you look at it, you don't know that they're real.
I've got some 5-grain bars.
And yeah, the grains too. They're tiny.
Yeah. Hey, Diedrich, how you doing, buddy? Well, it all depends on what you can get it for. I'm lucky enough to have a dealer who sells me, regardless of the size, it all sells for bullion. Doesn't matter
Mhm.
if it's a 1 grain or a 10-ounce bar. Per ounce, it all sells to the same. So when he gets those little pieces like that in, I buy everything he has because I can get it at the same as I can for 1 ounce. And so he doesn't get it very often, but I snatch it up. But
Yeah.
generally, if you get those little pieces, you're going to be paying $100 an ounce for that silver, or even more.
Yeah, I
Yep,
just can't. I'm
it
not
can get
down with the
wild.
premiums on it. And
Yeah.
Jim, you nailed it. Jim and I think very much alike. Mercury dimes. If I'm going to go fractional silver, Mercury dimes for me.
Well, a lot of
Um,
folks get the fractionals because they're worried about a barter currency. But
mhm.
nobody thinks about if something ever does collapse like that, for at least the first year, nobody's using gold and silver. Everybody's
Right.
trading services and goods until a currency can be established again, which would probably be gold and silver. But you'd be a year to a year and a half into the situation before that happened.
Yeah, I've always said that precious metals will be for the recovery and not the immediate aftermath.
Yep, yep.
So, JP, what's up? So yeah, fractional silver, I'm not a fan. Fractional gold, Vince was not a fan of fractional gold either. Did you notice that?
Not at all.
He
Yeah,
said, "You buy the ounce, or you don't buy any of it." And I'm like,
yeah.
"Oh, okay." A lot of people don't have the money to fork out for an ounce, and they just want to have some gold.
He well, and at the same time, he did say buy what you can,
Exactly.
but beware. The smaller the fraction, the much higher the premiums go. And he's absolutely right.
Yep. Serpent Silver, how you doing tonight?
What's going on, Serpent? JP's here too. How you doing?
Yep. So
We are
JP.
doing fantastic.
Oh,
Yes,
we're showing
sir.
38 folks in here tonight. What you guys are the best, man. What
It
a great
it is.
turnout.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And you know what? Every week it seems to get more and more, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm just thankful that folks want to come out and listen to us flap our gums for an hour.
No kidding. Serpent, good question. And my answer is abso-freaking-lutely. I do
Yeah,
consider constitutional as fractional silver.
yep, yep. Dimes is if you want to go fractional that you don't have to worry about too bad in the future. Dimes is your best bet.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And Mister, that's a great point. A lot of people don't take that into consideration. Where you're going to sell these ounces when the price of the metal increase. I've talked to a few coin shop dealers, coin shop owners, and they, believe it or not, even if it goes up, 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 they're still buying. They're still
yeah,
buying. They want it. They'll take it. My guy personally, my preferred shop, he said, I asked him that very question. I said, "Hey Lou, what if it hits 75 an ounce, hypothetically?"
yeah.
And he said, "Bring it in. I'm buying."
You know what? That's a great thought. I think I was just telling Mr. Warren the other day that we need to sit down and do another video, and I need to bring that up and see
Mhm.
what his thoughts are on that.
Yep. Serpent. Yeah, I don't like fractional bullion. I'm not a fan. I think the premiums they're just too much. Now I'm not
Okay,
saying
ecstatics.
Not saying they're a bad deal. I mean, everybody buys what they want to buy, what they feel is best for their own situation,
That's
for
right.
sure. Personally, it's not my thing. I don't care for fractional bullion. So
I've
what
got
else?
some, but again, I only get it if I can get it pretty much at the same price per ounce as a 1 ounce.
Mhm.
Unless it's just something like I've got one of those half-ounce Year of the Dragon colorized coins, and I still didn't do bad. I think I paid $20 on it when they were usually selling for like 28, which is ridiculous. But for the most part, if it's not the same price, I just don't buy it per ounce.
Mhm. Let's we're skipping around the chat here a little bit. Eric says on the comics, LOL, because they clearly don't have enough to cover their asses.
Mhm.
Yeah, possibly. Big
Silver
Test
Boy,
Unit says, what do you say?
he's
Big Test
asking
Unit
where I'm
says last year
from,
I did a
but
trade on the GSR 76-1. That's not
mhm,
shabby. That's not bad.
compared to right now, it's great.
That's not bad. Not bad at all.
Silver Boy, Stack Attack and I are both here in North Carolina. We live about 2 hours apart. I'm further east in North Carolina than he is, but we're both in Carolina.
Yep. Yep, for sure.
Let's see. Eric, on the comment, did you read that? Because they clearly don't have enough to cover their
Yeah.
arses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I read that. OD
You
says
guys are
more
always great to
expensive.
listen to.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, he says you guys are always great to listen to. I always have a great takeaways. Always learn something, and that's what I always try to do. At least learn one thing new every day.
Look, I'm still learning. We talk and we talk and we talk, but the reality is I'm learning something every day. None of us are good enough to predict where silver is going to go. None of us. I don't care who you watch on YouTube. I don't care what they're saying. I'm not even going to mention names. They're not right. You can't predict it. You cannot predict silver. That between the manipulation and the factors that are involved in it, it's impossible. So
in the end, it's all just guessing.
It's everybody's guess. It's anybody's best guess.
Yeah.
So,
and my guess is I have no clue what I'm doing, so I'm just going to go with the flow.
Big Test Unit brought up a good point on the GSR. I was reading something somewhere. There's a good chance that GSR could come back down. In theory, some economists are saying you could see 60 and change to 1 again. I don't know.
A lot of folks would convert.
You bet. I'll be right in line with them at 60 to 1. Yes, sir. I'll be lighting in that silver load. Better believe it.
See,
Larry's got the guarantee.
Go exactly where it's going to go. Yep.
That's the best guarantee you can give out, bud.
100%. Yep. A couple of channels have been saying silver is going to skyrocket day for years now.
Well, that's what keeps everybody coming back, and that's what makes their paid sponsors happy. So,
well, guess what? We don't have sponsors, so we don't have to say that.
They've asked me they've asked to sponsor me.
I've had a couple, but none of those kind of folks have reached out.
I've had the mining video company, the marketing company that does the mining videos. They've been after me for 2 years, and I keep telling them the same. They touch base with me every 6 months, and my answer doesn't change.
Well, I got to say real quick, there are 50 people in here watching right now.
Isn't it crazy? That's nuts.
It's a wild group. Thank you all so much for coming in. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Lena says, where do you see the price of gold and silver at the end of this year? Semper Fi. Semper Fi indeed. I think we're going to be pretty much where we are now.
We talked about this last video.
Yeah, maybe some ebbs and flows into the 32s. And I say between 30 and 32 we'll end the year. Gold is easily touching 26. I don't see it going down by the end of the year. I'd be shocked if it went back down to the 25s, but who knows?
My problem with even guessing is it's all going to depend on the election.
Yep.
And
that's why metals are up.
Drastically change depending.
That's why metals are up right now, because of the uncertainty of the election.
Yeah.
So that's a big factor.
Thomas says, if you have $100 grand right now, do you buy gold, silver, or do you buy sovereigns or generics?
I'm 70-30 gold, my friend. 70-30.
I would probably do 80-20.
80-20.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to think, 20 grand worth of silver, that's a lot to pick up and carry. That's a lot to move. But you can put 100 grand gold in your pocket.
I don't have the space for that.
Now sovereigns or generic? I would probably do a mix of sovereigns and generic myself.
Yep. Generic to get your weight up, and sovereigns to get the best value on a resale. But don't count on those sovereigns, guys. I literally was in a coin shop one day. Not even going to say which one. Guy brings in, I think he had himself a tube of 16 Eagles, 2016. And I'm standing there. I just came in on the transaction, and he goes, I can go $1 over spot. I'm like, oh, he's raking this kid over the coals. $1 over spot for Eagles. I'm like, oh, that's not what people are expecting. Not what people are expecting.
Snake Bite? How you doing, brother? He said if he had 100 grand, he's leaving the country.
I don't know where you can go for the 100 grand anymore, man.
Wow,
I really don't.
100 grand worth of metals. I mean, that's a lot to consider. I mean, that's a sizable amount of money. I mean, most folks that you meet don't even make that much money in a year. I know. I don't.
And if you do, boy, you better keep it quiet.
Yeah.
Remember the Fight Club rule? You don't talk about Fight Club. You don't talk about 100K in metals.
That's right. Peter J., good to see you, my friend. Says, do you think metals will drop if President Trump is elected? believe it or not, I think it probably would go down more if Trump got elected, because he would, in my opinion, he would be more of an ease on people's minds.
Financially, economically.
Yeah, financially. Yeah.
With Kamala and I, well, personally, I can't believe we're down to these two for picking one for the presidency anyway. But
now I'm not going to get too deep in this.
I'm
anyway.
not going. I'm not going into
get
politics.
political.
I'm not telling anybody. I mean, if you listen to my videos, you know where I lean, but that doesn't mean I support one or the other.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's hard to tell. With Kamala, the economy could be less certain, which could lead to volatile pricing.
That's right.
It's so hard to tell. It really is. Mo says, stay out of IRA metals. Amen. Boy, that stuff, with taxes on that stuff. And they say they can get you in low tax advantages and all that other stuff, but make sure you do the research before you do a metals IRA, for sure.
So make sure you have a strong community, whatever happens. Community means everything.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. And my neighborhood here, we know who has the power with the not going to come out and say it, but everybody knows who the guy who has what and where, what houses will be well defended if it ever came down to it. But we're all on the same page in this community. So,
well, Peter says in Australia right now, it's 3,900 Aussie dollars for gold and 47 Australian. Well, right now we are at 2650, 2660, somewhere like that. I think it got up to 2667 today. And silver's right around 32 US.
Yeah. Thomas says, how does it feel to be YouTube famous? Well, I'll tell you when I get there, buddy.
I'll tell you when I get there. If I ever get there. I have
no idea. I'm a small channel.
Yep. And I'm even smaller. Big Tess says pew pew life. See, and that's something else that you should be stacking as well. That's another metal.
A lot of people forget
lead and brass. Yep. Lead and brass, absolutely. And you know what? Don't forget, if you do stack lead and brass, make sure you stack the small caliber, because if anything ever actually does happen, that will be a currency right away. Is small caliber munitions.
Yep. Yeah, I know. With my I stocked up on 5.56. I've got plenty of that.
I've got more 22 long rifle than anything for that reason.
I've got mostly I have 9 and 5.56.
Most 45, of mine's 9 and 22.
The 45, it's so expensive, man. It's like $1 a shot now, something like that.
I buy 9, 22, 5.56, and 223.
You know what the cheapest ones are? Shotguns, shotgun shells.
Always will be.
Perfect for home defense.
It's because you don't have to know how to use it.
Just point, aim, and most people, when they hear the would probably think twice, but who knows? Who knows? How do you like your neighbors? Medium well. Ouch. That's a Jeffrey Dahmer reference.
He likes them with fava beans.
Fava beans.
Isn't that what dude said? Hannibal Lecter?
Jim Downey. Yes, sir. I haven't gotten into it yet, but absolutely. Absolutely. Lena says, what do you think about the new Proof Morgans and Peace Dollars? I don't partake in. They're beautiful. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not going to buy them, but they're.
I don't buy them. Pieces. I don't get into them. I'm too busy buying up the real Morgans, trying to fill that album. So I've made a lot of progress.
The premiums are way too high on them, in my opinion. So I'm not going to go anywhere near them.
Problem is, once you get on that rabbit hole, you want to finish them, which is where I am with the Morgans. I with the classic ones. So
flips, capsules, or tubes. I encapsulate them, then put them in tubes.
My government-backed stuff goes in their tubes, stays in their tubes. Generic, stay in tubes. I don't really encapsulate many rounds anymore. I do my bars. My bars are in my 10s and my 1s. Yep. I keep them in guardhouses. So Nicholas says, imagine the kind of crazy videos that will emerge when the masses run out of food and try stealing it. Yeah, I don't even want to think about that.
Vegas says he's stopping in to drop a thumbs up. You have yourself a great night. Thanks for
be safe tonight. Yep. Have a good night, bud.
Sorry to interrupt you, buddy.
So yeah, mostly mint tubes for me. If it's government backed, generics, mint tube, the tubes, whatever they come in. I used to encapsulate every last round, and then I was like, "This is insanity."
I do encapsulate every last
do you
round.
really? Only if it's really collectible. Only if it's a really collectible round.
Yeah, and I've
Takes up
got
too much
packs
space.
and packs and packs and packs of capsules to put my stuff in. I've even got oddball sizes. I'll tell you what, though, I was over at Newcastle Coins the other day. This bag is full of capsules for 2-ounce rounds for the Queen's Bee size. He gave me this whole bag for $2, and there's like 20 some of them in here. These things are like $3 a piece.
I know, you got a deal. Big Test Unit says you grow a garden. Absolutely, learn how to grow a garden. Big time.
I wish we could. Our land won't grow nothing.
You got that hard.
We have tried for
land.
years. And
Kraken says you already have something better than a pew pew, and it weighs 139 pounds. Yeah, that's my boy.
My he's named after a liquor. He says, get a hand pump well installed. We've actually got a well drilled and the pipe is down that you can just set a hand pump on and attach, and then you can crank. But we also have an open well. We're hooked to county water, but we have it's like a 80 or 100-foot open well as well.
Yep.
So we've still got access to our own water.
Texas says best place to buy capsules or brands. Me personally, Amazon On Fire Guy is my go-to.
Yeah, and I buy from him most of my stuff, and if he doesn't have them, I get them directly from Airtight. But On Fire Guy, his capsules, they're airtights. But if you order them from him, you tend to get them faster.
He's pretty quick. He'll get them to you in a couple days. Off Amazon.
Probably 80% of my stuff I buy directly from him. I only order from Airtight if On Fire Guy is out. Now, believe it or not, the company, everybody's doing these guardhouse box challenge right now, including myself. Guardhouse boxes really fit the Airtights well, but Guardhouse actually makes their own brand capsule.
They do.
And they're a good quality capsule as well. And now the ones you find for real cheap on Amazon, the lids don't stay on tight. They're pretty crappy. So if you're going to get them, make sure you get Airtight brand or Guardhouse brand. They're good solid capsules.
Oh, we got another Morgan fan in here. Lena loves the Morgans, especially the Carson Cities. Same.
How many do you have now, brother? How many do you have now? Your Carson or your Morgans?
Well over 60.
Yeah.
The books are heavy. The books have gotten so heavy.
I know you let me hold your book when we were at your house the other last week.
That was just one volume. Mister says recently I'm in a burying my treasure. What do you think? As long as
a lot of people do.
As long as you have taken away the moisture factor and somebody else but you knows the location, somebody you trust, because I don't want to be morbid, but we could all check out and we could be on the road tomorrow and check out.
That's right.
And then if we go and nobody knows where it is, it's gone forever.
It's lost to time. Yeah.
It's lost. So you never know. Good night, Kraken.
Good night, Kraken. He says, enjoy and appreciate you both very much. I've been listening, and Stacker Man, it's always good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, we appreciate you. We appreciate everybody here. It's been a great crowd tonight.
Stacker Man, I don't have it right here. Stacker Man's the one that made the copper pours of the corn. Have you seen those?
Yeah, you showed
the corn cobs. Those are pretty neat.
Yep. Yep.
Let's see. I'm in Vegas. Hard to grow anything. I'd imagine it is out there. Heck
tough ground out there.
Yep.
Send me the coordinates. I don't want to know where they are. It's got to be somebody you trust. Like, for example, my wife doesn't know. She has no idea. She just knows numbers. That I showed her the numbers of what just spot price of our stack was, and she liked that. She doesn't care what's in it. She likes that number. But here's the thing: she has no interest in that. She has no interest in knowing what I have. So what I've done, and I've done videos on this, all she has to do is access a thumb drive. She knows where it is. It's locked up in the safe. Put the thumb drive in. She's got explicit directions, inventory, what was paid, all that. What was that?
Look at what Jim said.
Huh?
Look at what Jim just said.
Flash that double eagle. Huh? Don't take your shirt off.
He says keep it in the bank. No, don't keep it in the bank. Yep.
No, not a good
safe
idea.
Deposit boxes and all that stuff.
Safe deposit boxes are a bad idea because there's no insurance, because banks don't know what you have in them on purpose. They don't want to know what you have in them, which is why people store guns, organs, and God knows what else in those things. But so they're not going to insure what they don't know they have in there. So, and if the bank shuts down, God forbid, if the bank shuts down for any reason,
you lose access.
You lose access to your stuff. And if they shut down like we had earlier, like these bank failures, it could be months.
If the FDIC takes over,
months to years to get your stuff back. So I don't personally recommend banks, but like I said, everybody feels differently about that. That's just my personal opinion.
Thomas, that is Salivate Metal's real voice.
Yeah, that's Sal.
That's what he's now. It actually has changed over the years. If you go back and watch his videos from like 6 years ago, it's always been raspy like that, but it used to be not as deep. But yeah, that is his actual voice.
Let's explore.
You do a good impression.
I like Sal. He's like the Godfather.
He says using any database like Excel. I know you use Excel, right?
I use Excel with formulas. Yep. Mo, homeowners insurance doesn't cover, and you can actually take out riders. They're not cheap, but they do offer riders for precious metals. I can't give you don't go off of me. Just check with your homeowners insurance to see if they offer it. But there are riders you can buy. So,
but just remember, when you do that stuff, you're letting somebody know exactly what you have and how much of it you have for insurance reasons. So you have to take that into account.
Yep. And Jim says if the feds go in and break open and say, yep, you're screwed. It's gone.
Yep. It's gone forever.
Just became Exhibit A. Big Test says, my wife wants to know how much did it cost, and a year later, how much we have made. That's like mine. She doesn't care because it's my part. What I buy is my disposable income. She has hers. I have mine.
Yep.
She buys perfume and purses and shoes. I buy metals. It's our money. We have that agreement. I don't pry into her stuff. She doesn't pry into mine. But she understands that hers isn't going to get us anything down the road because it's worthless. And mine is actually going to be worth something. So,
no, Larry, I did not sell the Treasure Island. In fact, when I was there, I forgot to even show it to him. So I'm probably going to take it with me this Friday. Yep. But no, that Treasure Island is in my top 2. That's a keeper. Somebody would have to offer me an obscene amount of money to get that from me. But they only made 500 of them.
Have you guys seen that China's making fake? Absolutely, they've been doing it for years. Mostly Morgans and Eagles. They don't really take the time to do like constitutional silver 90%. There's no money in it. But I've seen sellers on eBay selling that fake Chinese crap, and it irritates me. And then you have the Eagles for $19.99 on Facebook ads. They're all over Facebook. That's another.
I see them all the time.
Yep. So yeah, they've been doing that for years, Lena. Years and years and years.
Yes, Mo, you can do so much worth of value of something as a tax-free gift to your spouse.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm not sure. Read what Thomas says. Polney. I'm not sure who that is.
I don't know who that is, Thomas.
Yeah.
Sorry. I've not heard that name that I know of that I remember.
Lena says Sal sounds like Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, come here.
Yeah, Still comes Jim, down to if you don't hold it, you don't own it. 100%.
For sure. Yep. For sure. That's why I tell people not to use those offline vaults, because if the company goes out of business, you're screwed. Look at him flashing his gold.
Jim's bugging me to show it to him. But it's not going to show through very well because of our software that we use.
It's actually showing up really well. It's coming through perfectly.
It's starting to disappear.
Double eagle, baby. Nicholas, don't feel bad. I've been put in Facebook jail more times than I don't even remember how many times. God forbid you have your own opinion on Facebook. If it doesn't line up with their views and values, they'll tag you in a second.
Yep. There it is, Jim.
Yeah, Larry, you did the magic trick. It disappeared.
And there it goes. Oh, yeah, that's right. So now you see it.
Now you see it.
Now you don't.
Yeah, it's a good one. Are you going to get that graded? Did you say you're going to get that graded or no?
I'm seriously thinking about it. I'm pretty sure it's cleaned, but I mean,
Mhm.
that's pretty much a given. This is definitely a well-used coin. It'll probably rate somewhere around a fine. Um, it's well circulated, but I probably will just to put it in a protective capsule and a properly protective, so I'll go ahead and most likely spend the money. But it puts it into a different bracket to grade something like that. So I got to see what the grading fees is going to be because that's like a $2,800 coin.
Yep. All my pre-33 is slabbed. I insist on that.
This is my first pre-33, and it's my first quote unquote 1 ounce. Those of you that don't know, these double eagles, it's the largest denomination or the largest coin that we've made, other than the buffaloes. But it's actually not an ounce. These
It's
are
point
like
nine six seven
0.96. Yeah,
9675, something like that.
yes. So
It's just
it's actually
short.
just shy of an
Just
ounce.
short.
And they're not 3/9 fine. They're like 90% silver or gold, and then the rest is copper.
91.67
Yeah, somewhere in that
for gold
neighborhood.
purity, if I'm not mistaken. Jim, is that about
But
right? Purity on
but then
those
they add,
91.67.
and they did that because to make them stronger. Because a pure gold
Yeah,
coin would get tore to pieces in people's pockets, so
it
they
gets
use the
soft.
copper to stiffen it, so it's a lot more durable for circulation.
Yep. Ron's
New
basement.
investment firm,
I don't watch Ron's basement.
Yellen Powell, maybe could help. Yeah, no, thank you. When was CAC doing the box thing for graded coins? I did talk to them about that. If you're talking about their slab boxes like these, they got the ones in that they had ordered, and the prototypes, the slabs will get stuck in them. So they got delayed until either mid-October or mid-November. But as soon as they get them in and they have them, then each order, not each coin, each order will for a while anyway until they get them out there, so folks know they got them. They're going to give them away with each order.
Mhm.
After that, I'm not sure what the price will be. But Larry, our coins are all graded and they're finished, and I'll be picking them up Friday. I was supposed to pick them up this past Monday, but I ended up putting my car in the shop, so I didn't make it. So I'll be picking them up this Friday.
Yeah, Jack says that's right. I'm mixing up my stuff here. Jack says 91.67 for the Gold Eagles. That's correct. Pre-33, 90%. You're right.
Yeah,
You're
that's
right.
what I thought it was 90%. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm mixing up my bullion again. It happens. That's what happens when you get old.
Yep, yep. Well, this was a quite a process. I've been working on getting this coin since February,
Mhm.
and it went through a process of putting money into my little account and then buying with the purpose of reselling. Myself, I told you today, I can't remember the exact numbers, but I've got less than $2,000 of my own money in this coin.
Yeah.
So I've been lucky with the purchases and resells that I've been able to make to get it. So I
Yep.
just got lucky. The
You
next time
swung
I
a
get a
good
coin
deal.
that size will probably be years from now.
Yep, you swung a good deal. Thomas, good question. It comes down to preference for gold buffaloes or gold eagles.
Yep,
Buffaloes, obviously, you have the 4/9 fine. It's more
correct.
pure. It's 24 karat. And then I believe the other ones are what, 22 karat for the eagles.
Yep.
Is that right? 22 karat?
Yeah, the St. Gaudens are 22 karat.
22 karat. So here's the thing. The eagles are probably going to draw more. They're more expensive, but they're probably going to get more in a sale than the buffaloes, even though the purity thing is there. Buffaloes were made to add gold weight. They really, and I think that was the whole point of it. It was just to add gold weight.
They were made to be a cheaper gold bullion coin. That's all they
Exactly.
were originally done for.
They are beautiful, and I don't like buffaloes anything, but
Yep.
looking on that with that gold, that textured background, they are beautiful.
You put in the order for those new buffaloes yet? Have they come in yet?
No, I think they're still They're still in process.
Yeah, that sucks.
Uh,
Flea markets and swap meets are great places to find metals, especially Morgans and peace dollars. I just check with an earth magnet and a Sigma machine. You can find some good deals at those, but sometimes you've really got to keep your eye out for the fakes at those places as well.
yeah, they're
So
horrible.
if you got a Sigma you can carry around with you, yeah, that's smart.
Or
Just don't lose the Sigma. God knows.
at least a pinger. At least bring a pinger with you.
I actually pinged that gold coin just for the heck of it.
Yeah, that value be damned. Just ping
Well,
it.
remember I messaged you. I said, "Hey, the ping test is positive."
And I was like, I hope to God you didn't ping test a pre-33. Hurricane coming. Yes, it is. I think it's hitting Florida right now, is it not?
I have not looked at the weather for it, but I've had hurricane warnings all day about it, so it's coming up. We'll see how it looks later on, like this weekend and stuff. See exactly where it's going to go. But we haven't had a serious hurricane here in Carolina in several years. It's been a while.
We've had lots of rain. We've had a lot of residual rain from them, but
yep.
Oh, let's see. Nicholas says probably worth printing out a guide. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. If it's not up here, you think I'd have it all in my head by now, but sometimes I just forget.
And there are books on all that stuff too. There's some fantastic books on coinage, but they can get quite expensive.
Yeah.
Should fractional gold be a part of your stack? That's from Thomas.
I have fractional gold. I believe in it. I don't try to get too much of it, but because of the premiums. But because there's going to come a point in time where you might want to liquidate, and it's just easier to get rid of fractional than it is a full ounce. So you don't know what your needs are going to be. Let's say I only need $1,000. I just got hit with this $1,000 vet bill. Jaeger just ate a human or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I come up with $1,000, and I don't want to sell a whole ounce just to cover that vet bill. And hopefully I never have to go to my metals. That's why I stack cash for those reasons. But yeah, it's easier to get rid of fractional gold. So I like it. I have it. And a lot of people don't like it because of the premiums, but I think everybody
because of the premiums. Yep.
I think you should have some. I do think you should have some.
And I'll keep preaching it. It's all about your relationships with your bullion dealers.
Mm-hmm.
The better you have relationships with them, the better chance you can get it at getting it lower and lower and lower premiums. All of my gold, except for this one, is small fractional stuff.
Yep.
And
there's nothing. I don't see. Look, I look at it like this
because I can't afford stuff like this.
And not everybody can just go and say, "Give me an ounce. Give me 4 buffaloes." I don't do that. I can't do that. I got other things that I like doing. So yeah, in that case, fractional fits some needs.
It works better for me.
Oh, let's see. What else? Fake coin from flea markets. Yeah. Believe it or not, I've gotten some from, I'm not going to say where, but an LCS actually sold me a few. And I went home and checked them, and boom, I had to bring them back.
Check this out. Larry says, well, it looks like I'm going to get a chance to meet Mr. Warren. Work just expanded my territory. So they moved you to Franklin, Virginia? That's where his store is. My kids are getting 1 gram gold bars for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of folks, myself, I use silver, but a lot of folks get their kids medals for the holidays and birthdays and stuff. But 1 gram gold bar, that's awesome. Yeah.
What's that up to nowadays? Probably about $9,500 for a gram.
Yep. I've seen them here recently as low as 88, but most of them are 90 to 95 that I've been seeing. I've seen them as high as 120.
I know. That's insanity. That is insanity. Showtime, how are you? Only fractional gold with some old dead guy's teeth I melted down.
Hey, there's AKA. How you doing, my friend? Larry Johnson says next coin show, the end of November. There's a really big one in Raleigh coming up the end of November. I think it's November 23rd, I think. So, that's the next big one. Would you accept bullion as payment for a house or a car?
Yep.
If I had one for sale, I would.
Yep, I would. Absolutely.
Yep.
Big test unit.
If I had something like that, I would, and I've sold it, I would put that money into metals anyway.
If I get fiat cash, it's just going to go to metals. Exactly. So, yeah, I'll take metal. Yep. I have a dog named Jaeger. Yes, I do. A lot of people say you named your dog after a liquor, and I'm like, no, I didn't. Jaeger is Jaeger, and that is
he spelled a Y?
There is no Y in Jaeger. It's J. So
I know. I didn't know if you spelled your dogs with a Y.
No, he's Jaeger, and that means it's loosely translated to hunter in German, and they're German breeds. So that's how I came up with that.
That's cool.
Not that he's more of a chow hound than a hunter, but he's got the charmed life.
Well, every time I come over and he walks by, he pushes me over because I won't pet him right. And he said he wants to be in your lap. That's what he wants. I wish the Mint
Lordy.
had made fractional buffaloes for more than just 1 year. There was folks talking about that recently, that they wish they would redo the fractionals.
God,
The most recent
you know what
fractionals
those are
was
selling for?
they're ridiculous.
Whoa, the prices on those fractional buffaloes.
Yep.
Oh,
But for fractionals here
Showtime.
recently, other than of course Eagles, there was the Mercs. They did the Standing Liberty
Mm-hmm.
as a gold, and they did another one. I can't remember which one it was. But the premiums on those are insane.
Yep. Showtime. I think I got you in the last video, but thank you again for the little surprise bag of Mercs that he left for me. Went to my coin shop one day, and so Lou was like, "Yep, got something for you." I'm like, "You do?" I said, "How much is that going to cost me?" He goes, "No, this is free." I said, "What are you talking about?" Turns out Showtime had left me some nice little bag of Mercs because he knows I love them. So thank you very much for that, my friend. Very much appreciate. You didn't have to do that.
Yeah, 210 Stacks did that. I walked into Mr. Warren's shop and he said, "I got something for you." Some guy come by and dropped it off. And that was pretty
Showtime.
cool.
Next time you go in, look to the left. He's got my poster on the wall. I framed a silver and gold Stack Attack poster. He's got it on his wall. Jim, have a good night. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate
Is Jim
you.
heading out?
Yep, heading out.
Oh, Jim Downey. Okay, yep. Have yourself a wonderful night. Thanks for popping
Be
in.
safe. Have a good week.
The only thing that would make this bull market better is if silver catches up with gold.
Won't happen.
You have to think of that in two different ways. If silver ever catches up that fast, our economy's dead.
Yeah, you were in trouble.
If everybody's wanting, and they're always talking, pumping the silver, it's going to go to $100, $200, $1,000. If silver ever reaches $500, we have no economy left.
We're screwed. I always tell people, be careful about what you wish for. Even $100 silver, could be indicative of a really bad issue.
Yeah,
Seriously.
$100 silver, a tank of gas is going to cost you $200.
They're talking about bringing these grocery
gold
prices down, and I'm like, how are you going to do that when you ended up paying your employees these elevated? What are you going to do? You're going to take a loss on groceries? It's not going to happen.
It's to the point now. The only way to make it happen is to flood the market with supply. That's the only way to bring it down. But they're too busy paying the farmers not to produce, so that's not going to happen. It says, "Will do is a token of great content you put out, Silver Journey. If you knew your LCS, I'd do the same thing."
Well,
if I knew your LCS.
Thank you. Thank you, so appreciate you, brother.
I'm all about relationships with the coin shops. And I do my best to have a good one with all of them that I deal with. It means a lot because you build those real friendships, but at the same time, you're helping them with things, and then they're helping you with things. Sometimes if you're looking for something, they'll give you a call. "Hey, what were you looking for? I've got one that's come in," or they'll hold stuff or work with you. It's those relationships make all the difference in the world.
There's only one coin shop that I'll never go back to.
I bet I know which one that was.
You know which one I'm talking about.
Look. You won't even wave at them at the coin shows.
I'm not even going to say their name because I don't want to give them any kind of publicity.
Mr. says spray paint your silver and gold, or spray paint your silver into gold. They got some pretty good spray paint these days.
Yeah, I don't think it'll pass the Sigma though.
You see, the bad issues already exist. Metal prices will just inform people of it. That's true.
Mm-hmm. Monster boxes, cut the strap or keep sealed. Well,
that's all right, Showtime. No problem.
Thomas, I can't stand having something. I got to at least look at it. So if I have a monster box, I want to see it all.
We got the whole monster box today.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Of gold. We got the whole monster boxes of silver eagles and a monster box of gold. Yeah.
Yep.
I was shocked that monster box of gold was half the size of the monster box of silver eagles, but they both had 500 coins on.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice to hold them. I'll never hold a monster box of gold again. That was the first time. Yeah. First and last.
Unfortunately, the closest coin shop to me, I don't ever want to go back there either. He's talking about the same one you are, I bet.
If you're out and about, make sure you visit Lou. And there's also that Raleigh. What's the name of the other one?
Raleigh. It's the Raleigh.
Raleigh Gold. Raleigh Lou's shop is Raleigh Gold
No, it's
Coin.
Capital Coin and Jewelry. Capital Coin and
Jewelry. I recommend those two big time. Don't that guy? You don't need that guy.
I should have his business card here.
Yeah, you don't need that guy. Go see Lou over at Raleigh Gold Coin, and then the other guy.
Yep, and they're right down the road from each other.
Yeah, they're like 5 minutes apart, so you don't have to go there.
Yeah, here it is. Capital Coin and Currency, and the owner's name is Andy. Yeah, the owner's name is Andy. Really nice guy.
Nice guy.
I tell you what, it's a beautiful shop.
Oh, he's got the best shop in the state, I think.
He's got the best looking shop that I've ever been into.
But you feel like a high class joint.
Well, you walk in and the entire left side of the store is jewelry, and he's got some really, really nice stuff in there. But he's got 4 or 5 cases of bullion as well, displays.
Mm-hmm. Larry, yes, they were. First one on the left. He knows who they are.
Hellos. Just
Silver Struck. Look at Silver Struck climbing on in. How you doing, Struck?
What's up, my friend? Always good to see Silver Struck. Besides emergency fund, how much is too much cash to hold? Everybody's going to have a different answer.
Everybody has a differing opinion. I try to hold 6 months worth of bills, and that's it. That's it.
If you did a general consensus, most folks would say 3 to 6 months.
3 to 6 months.
I'll be honest with you. I don't even have 1 month worth setback, and I should.
See, cash is just sitting there. It's not. You're not gaining any momentum with it. It's just rotting away.
And I said it 10 million times. If I stack the cash, it'll get spent on something stupid. That's why I don't stack it.
Yeah, Ulexite. I wish I knew I was pronouncing that correctly. Says the owner retired and the new owner is unfriendly and overpriced. Yep, I'd be gone too. For sure. Yeah, Nicholas, it's not a good idea to hold a whole lot of cash. Seriously.
You're always going to find those shops that have bad owners. It just happens.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, you don't want to hold up a whole bunch of cash. I know somebody said last time they have 2 years worth of cash. I'm like,
whoa,
why? That's insane.
That's a lot of cash to be laying around.
And he's not, I'm like, you literally can cover 2 years of your bills. And I'm like, that's way too much.
If you stack that kind of cash, you should actually invest that into something to turn it into a secondary income.
Yep. Put it in metals. Put it in something. I mean, put it in a good stock. Put it in anything.
Something like that. I would put it into a stock that bears dividends.
Yep.
You could look back over the history of the stock market on different stocks and see which ones are safe to put your money in. Of course, the safer they are, the less yields they have. But at the same time, it just turns into an extra paycheck that you get every month. So, I mean, now if you're stacking that kind of cash, you probably don't need it anyway.
Ulexite clarified for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's Ulexite.
Okay. Showtime says Apex, North Carolina. We drove basically through Apex today.
Yeah, we haven't been there yet. I understand he's like half pews and half bullion.
In fact, when we came out to do the shop crawl, he was on the list, but we just didn't go over there. It's quite a bit in the wrong direction. So I think if we do ever go there, I'll probably make the extra 30-minute drive back over to Pinehurst again just to stop in and say hello.
Yep. Let's see. Silverstruck. Yeah, cash stack is key, though. Never a bad thing for small amounts. Yep. PMs for the deep value. Correct, sir.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Mr. says, I know this is a stacking hour, but can we get your take on social platforms and others, please? What do you mean, for selling and buying, or in general social platforms? Because I am not a Facebook fan. I can't stand Facebook.
I have a Facebook, my personal one. I don't use it. I have it. I used to use it all the time, but it's too much. It's just a big drama pool. So I keep it for work because my work's chat is part of that. And I got so many folks asking me here on YouTube about it that I did open one under my Silver Journey. But I'll be honest with you, I only look if somebody messages me because my phone will alert me. And I have an Instagram that I keep forgetting I have.
I haven't used my Instagram forever.
I'm always behind on my Instagram. YouTube is the only one that I'm on every single day.
Yeah, Jack, I'm with you. I don't want to make an appointment. I want to walk in. I want to look at what you have, and I want to buy something.
I'm a browser.
I like to see stuff. Rental property, Thomas. If you got rental property going on, that's a fantastic residual income. We'll be doing the same thing here, probably in the next decade.
Yeah,
give or take, for sure.
Thomas says I use rental property to stack metals.
That's what I was just talking.
Nothing
Yeah,
wrong with that.
Yep.
Oh, is that what you were reading? Okay.
Nicholas, I think there's merit to having a few thousand of physical cash. Yep. To buy things, if the banks go down, you need access to your cash for sure.
That's very true.
Absolutely. Because banks go down, guess what? That ATM card is not going to do you a whole lot of good.
And that's why I need to discipline myself better and stack more of it. He says, when's the shop hop? We probably need to do another one before the year's out, but we've only done one, and we only went to what, three?
Three of them, but that was the whole day though. Of course, we
spent over an hour at the first one because
we wasted an hour in that first.
We could have made it to at least one more, but
easily.
Yep.
What a shame that was. And unfortunately, that guy's one of the bigger. He has one of the biggest selections in Raleigh.
Yep.
You know,
now Capital Coin and Jewelry has a nice selection, but he's got some stuff that's quite high and stuff, but he's got a lot of stuff that's reasonable as well.
Well, he was giving me my Morgans for what, 27?
I think they were 28, but he just set them in front of you and just have at it, just go through them.
And these were good Morgans, guys. These weren't like hockey pucks and slicks. These were.
They were good. They were good mid to upper mid grade coins. Yeah.
Yeah, JP, there's a lot of risk with rental properties. Did you manage it yourself or did you have a property manager? Because if I do it, it'll be through a property manager. Silverstruck, wasted an hour in a coin shop, no such thing. I beg to differ, my friend. When the coin shop owner doesn't want to pay you any attention and he tells you he's not going to work with you.
There it is. He literally looked at us and literally told us, I'm not helping y'all.
Yep.
I mean, there was a group of us that came in. He probably lost $1,000, but he literally looked at us and told us, I am not helping y'all. It's like, what an ass.
Yep. So, yeah. JP, it was all you. Yeah, that's tough, dude. I know that was tough on you. It's a lot of work, a lot of risk, and a lot of everything. Yeah, Larry, we're going to go
find Morgans for a ring. I still have to go pick up a couple that I can send to him, and or however many it's going to take. But I want to get a Morgan ring done or some sort of a coin ring done.
Yep. Yeah, Larry, we're definitely going to do it again. I would say, well, things get crazy. I've always said once Halloween hits, boy, the rest of the year is a blur. But, I mean, I don't know what it is, man. Halloween gets here and it's just like, that's it. You may as well just call it a year because it just flies by.
Thomas, I've never been on Whatnot before. I know what it is. I know how it works, but I've never
checked it out. I've not been on it that much.
They've reached out to sponsor me before, and because I don't use their platform, I turn the sponsorship down because it's just not something that I use.
That one guy, I forget his channel. Every time I pull up YouTube, he's got a Whatnot commercial going.
T the Silver Stacker, he does a lot on Whatnot.
No, he's not. It's not T. Some other guy. I forget his younger guy. I don't remember who it was.
Let's see. I was there. They ain't lying. That's right. All things silver. You were there.
He was there with us. He knows. So it's gotten bad. He stays away from Whatnot.
Yeah, Spectacular. Spectacular messes around on Whatnot.
Oh yeah. No, it's not Spectacular because I don't watch him. I can't remember who it was. Speg's not young. He's an older dude.
Nicholas says election night scares me more than Halloween this year. I've got a friend that sells trading cards and stuff on Whatnot, and he does quite well. But it's just like you said, Larry. It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah. So busy day today. This is just like the cap on the night.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a day. I didn't even get to film my video today from here, so
I didn't either. I've got one airing tomorrow, and it's not even remotely done.
I've still got to film my wrap-up video, but I'm probably not going to film it until Saturday because I've still got too much other stuff to finalize tonight, and I'm not going to get in the middle of it and have to stop. So,
no. David, welcome, newbie. Good question. Very good question. What percent of your retirement should be in PMs? Well, can't give you that answer because everybody's different. Everybody looks at it differently. They have different risk tolerances. Some people want to put X amount. Others don't want to risk it. I think the experts say 10 to 15. Take that for what you will, 10 to 15%. I know people have a lot more than that. Put it this way, I don't bank on, I mean, I'm counting on my metals as a part of retirement for sure, but
That's fine. It's a retirement
I'm
fund.
not banking on. That's what my metals are for, retirement and savings. My portfolio is for making money. So that's how I look at it. And I make more money on stocks than I am right now on metals. So it really depends on risk tolerance.
Yeah, just I would suggest for anybody, don't look at metals as an investment. Look at it as a savings or a wealth preservation. It's not there to make money on. It's there to preserve your money's buying power.
Yeah, I always cringe when somebody says, "Yeah, I invested in silver." I'm like,
"Yep,
okay."
Silverstruck says Spectacular was the first ever to sign up on Whatnot.
He's the first for everything. Yeah, that's a common joke.
The running joke.
Yeah, that's the running joke. If Speg didn't do it first, it wasn't done. Remember that really blew. For me, when was that? Was that last year?
Yeah,
that blew up, man. I mean, people were just. It was like a rap battle when they were writing raps about each other. They were doing video.
They were thrashing them about it.
My God,
I
stayed out of that.
401k to max out and match allocate. Seems safe, but whatever left goes to metals.
Yep, smart.
401k though, when you take it out, you're still going to have your capital gains taxes, wouldn't you?
Got to pay taxes.
Is that how it works?
Yep.
Or is it just no? It's not a capital gains. It's just an income tax, right?
Well, you don't. Well, yeah, because the only time you don't pay,
you take it out after you retire.
Well, it's a pre-tax deduction while you're adding to it, so take it for what it's worth. But look, anything you make, whether it's Social Security, they're taxing Social Security. They're going to tax 401k.
Yep.
So I can't believe taxing Social Security is the biggest farce that I think I've ever heard of. I know we're bad off, but man, come on.
It ain't gonna be there by the time I get there.
Oh, we've been what contributing to it since we were working, since the first job legally at age 16.
Yep.
We're paying for the next generation to retire, just like the generation before them did it. And now they're telling me, well, all that money you've been putting in is not going to be available for you.
That's right. Gone are the days when my LCS could get out a canvas bag of Mercs to give 2 trays. A lot of the dealers I go into, the Constitutional's been thin for them.
Yeah, for sure. I love going through a bag of Merc. I just don't have the time anymore, so I just grab them. And
all the dealers that I go to, they will allow you absolutely to sit there and pick through one coin at a time.
See, I used to do that, but my Mercury album is missing 1 dime, and you know which one that is.
The 16D, yeah.
Dude, I had to go crazy just trying to find a 21D. I was like, what? These little things are expensive, man.
Who is the best damn community on YouTube? This community right here.
This community here for sure.
Yep,
you got a lot of good-hearted people here.
Nicholas says you pay ordinary income tax when you withdraw, but it's a tax defer, so you don't pay tax immediately on income you contribute.
That's right.
Yep, I do not have a 401k. That's not offered where I'm at. In fact, I haven't had a job that offered 401k since I was in my 20s.
Well, 401k was their answer when they took away the pensions. They said, all right, we're going to take away pensions and we're going to give you this fancy little stock-based 401k. And by the way, you could lose money. You could gain. You just never know.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't believe they even tax Social Security. You've done your time. You're a senior citizen. You're retired.
Well, you've already paid taxes on it anyway.
It's insane.
It drives me nuts. Thomas, you have a great night. Thanks for being here.
Good night, Thomas. Appreciate you.
Traditional IRA is the same, but is a personal contribution. Yep. And if you're lucky enough, of course, you can have a job that matches you dollar for dollar, because not all of them match you dollar for dollar. I've seen places that
dollar
do
for dollar, but most of them will do a percentage. They'll do a percentage of your match for a match. So, my God, we've already been doing this for an hour and 14. Are you serious?
Yeah, these shows have been cruising by the last few of them. Absolutely,
we had a great crowd tonight.
Yes, sir. We got up. I saw it as high as 55 in here at once, and there's still
No,
46 in here now. It's
I
like
saw
y'all
that.
are just killing it tonight, man.
Can't thank you guys enough for stopping by and just listening to us prattle on.
Oh,
But
it's so much fun to have y'all to chat with, and I'm just glad that y'all just like hanging out and listen to us flabber.
well, you got to remember one thing that we do a little bit differently. We completely now, if the chat got really busy, like a Dragons
As long
chat
as we
where
can
it's
keep up with it, yeah.
just flying, But the thing is, we try to involve everybody in the chat, and that's how that's why it just keeps flowing the way it does.
Well, you and I talked about it today on the way back from Pinehurst. I brought up the thought of doing a topic, but a topic really wouldn't work because we try and just have a natural conversation and involve all of y'all. And as long as we can keep up with the chat, our main focus is going to be answering whatever questions that y'all pop up.
Jim, good night, my friend. Be safe, and thank you for coming by. Appreciate you.
It's always good to see you. Thank you for being here, buddy.
Silverstruck, thank you.
Silverstruck heading out. Have a good night, man. You take care of yourself. Silverstruck, man, that's a pillar of the community right there.
Yep. He doesn't want to hear it, but yep.
Yeah, he's a humble guy. That's cool. Have auction prices been higher than retail? Everything at an auction seems to have a premium price. It can go either way. It depends on what's being sold, but a lot of the times you end up in a fight with somebody for the same item, and that's what causes it to have the higher premium.
The bidding war.
Big test for the super chat.
$2. Thank you. We should do it more often. I think we're good with once a week for now. I don't know.
Yeah, we rotate. We do this every Wednesday, and we
Wednesday.
rotate his channel and my channel. But yep, what have we been doing? This about 2 months now. Every Wednesday.
Yeah, every Wednesday. We do it every Wednesday, and we just alternate.
Well, this is episode 13. So,
wow, that went by quick.
Yeah. So this is 13 weeks.
Yeah, Snake says great collaboration with two damn good channels. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that.
That's awesome, man.
Scott Silver, what's up? Scott Silver. How you doing, brother?
Up here.
How you doing, brother?
Hey,
he says, listen to you guys like hanging out at the pub and chatting with pal. Absolutely, man. That's kind of what we're
you
going
have a great
for.
night.
That's
it's
good night,
just a relaxed kickback conversation. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the way it was meant to be. That's how it was meant to be. Yeah, check us out, Big Test Unit. Check us out. We'll be here. We'll be here every Wednesday, God willing.
Yeah, we try and keep it around an hour, and a lot of times we'll go 15, 20, 25 minutes over, but we try and not go much further than an hour because sometimes you can get carried away and the next thing you know, you're 3 hours in.
I don't know how some of them do those 3, 4, 5 hour friggin' lives, man. I'm like, no, I'm going to bed.
Our official face reveals was almost a 4-hour live stream.
Was it? Yeah, but that was a bunch of us though at one time.
Yeah, it was me and you. Great Scott was with us, and Chuck Stat.
Yeah.
And,
good night, Larry.
That went to nearly 4 hours. Larry, you have yourself a fantastic one. Thanks for being here.
Peter, good to see you as always, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. JP, good night.
Take care. That's another pillar right there. Peter J. He's an amazing member of this community.
Got some great folks here. I'll tell you what, and it makes it that much easier to be a part of this community. It really does. Yeah, there's been a lot of times where I've sat back and go, these videos are taking up too much of my time. And then I think about, but damn, it's such a great community. I just like being a part of it.
100%. Yeah.
I just need to start.
Most of my free time is I'm either making videos or editing videos or watching videos. Most of my free time is tied up in YouTube, and I love it to death because there's such a great community full of all you wonderful folks, and I'm just happy to be.
The interaction is amazing, and tonight was just amazing. I wasn't expecting 50 plus, but how awesome!
CD says the gold and silver I bought mid last year is worth $41K more today than he paid for it. There you go. That's fantastic.
But how much did the dollar go down from mid last year to now? You got to factor in the inflation, but
that's what. And you and I were having that conversation today. It's not the fact that the price of things goes up; it's the value of the dollar going down. That's what the metals are for, to preserve that money, so that.
Yeah, but if he's at 41,000, he more than covered the loss of any spending power.
Yeah, he's got a great. Yeah, he's got his spread covered completely.
That's a good spread. That's a great spread. That's an awesome job, dude. Way to go, CD. That's you must have put in.
I remember seeing it as low as into It got down into the 17s or 18s last year.
Mm-hmm.
For really quick, it was like an overnight thing, but it was in the low 20s most of or a good chunk of last year. So it was a good time to get in. And so, right now it's $32 an ounce. So it's a huge increase over it was last year.
Yep. Don't be negative, Nancy.
It's hard to factor in inflation when government's numbers are untrustworthy. That's
Got
true.
that right.
Because inflation is
Like
definitely not.
how'd that job report work out for them? Oh, it's great. Numbers come out. What happened? Holy crap. You guys said it was all good. Then the numbers came out.
Yeah. CD, when I started, gold, when I very first started stacking was less than 2 years ago, gold was in the 17s.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But oddly enough, when I started, I was paying my very first ounce that I bought, I paid, I think, $29 for it. And then it came down. But these last couple of years, it's been a big roller coaster.
Yep.
For silver, anyway. Silver or gold just slowly just keeps creeping up and up and up and up.
Yeah. Well, Lauren. Hey, Lauren. Didn't even see you come in, buddy. It helps that we pay in silver at the end of the night to stay in chat. Oh, we didn't do a giveaway. We didn't do a poop emoji giveaway.
You know what? I've been talking about getting some more of those. I got a package in from Crafty Stacker this week.
Mm-hmm.
And in there, she sent a little package for myself. And inside of it was a package for my granddaughter. And there was a little tiny ice cream cone.
Oh, yeah.
For my granddaughter. And then she gave me a little bar that had a dozen eggs on one side. And on the other side, it said, we'll trade for a dozen eggs. So like these little 1 grammers, I need to get a whole bunch of different ones to do these giveaways with. Because I've given away all the other ones.
Totally forgot about the giveways tonight.
Yeah, it hasn't even crossed my mind. The conversation's been great.
I forgot all about it. Nicholas, yeah, gold price is definitely, yep, agreed.
Here goes Snakebite says he's done well cost averaging. And I do. I don't have a strict budget I stick into. I just make sure I get a minimum of 1 ounce a week. Every week. I don't care what the price is. I don't care if it shoots to $100. Well, I do care about that. But if it gets in the 40s, I'm still going to buy an ounce, at least one. Consistency makes a huge difference.
Big test unit. Yeah, I remember that. Remember silver went to 18? That was a great time. I had a blast. God knows I bought up some silver. And that's when I went back to stacking eagles. I went back to silver eagles.
Yeah, the premiums almost disappeared.
Yeah, I was finding silver eagles at 25. When that went down, I was finding eagles for like 23, 25, somewhere 23 to 25 each. And boy, did I stock up on them. I was buying them big time.
If I'm not mistaken, my biggest purchase last year was like 18 ounces in a week, but I got it during that dip that went down 17, $18. And that's the only reason I did it. I just took what I had, the cash that I had saved up, and just put it all into that dip.
Yep. 2nd year anniversary of stacking. Congrats. You came in at a good time. That was a low.
Hey, yeah, absolutely. February is my 2-year anniversary for the channel.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually bought my first ounce of silver in December of 2022, I think. So this December will be 2 solid years.
Do you still have your first ounce of silver?
Yeah, it was a silver eagle. I still got it.
So do I. I've got mine.
It's still in it was a silver eagle out of a set, so it's still in the original capsule.
Yep, I still have mine. Mine was a silver eagle.
It's one of the few pieces that I don't care what happens, I'll never get rid of because it was the beginning of my stacking.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Larry tries to buy when the wife starts questioning me how. Now I know you need to slow up a little. Yeah, that's why we keep ours separate. She doesn't ask and I don't tell.
Been buying consistently, but these new gold prices mean some adjusting for budget. Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody's feeling that one. Everybody. Gold is not cheap.
I'm surprised I haven't gotten any lashback from folks about me buying that gold coin this week, but nobody has really said anything because, of course, I'm buying it at an all-time high. But at this point, I've been working on it since February. So, I mean, I got to it. I wanted to get it. And I'm glad I did because it's still going up.
Yep. All things silver. Britannia was his first. Yeah, I was really into the Britannias for a long time. But 2023 ruined me on them forever. When I
started, I
was giving my money.
Yeah, when I started, Mr. Warren had a good supply of Britannias and maples, And so that was usually my weekly purchase was either Britannia or maple until he ran out.
Yep. If I had the choice between the two, I'd go maple, but that's just me. As long as it's a post 2018 maple.
2018 and newer, so you don't have so much of the milking issue.
Yep. Well, my friend, we have hit an hour and 25.
Yeah. Yep. So, I guess it's about that time, my friend.
Time to wrap it up.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank everybody for being here. You guys have been fantastic tonight. Seriously, we really appreciate that. It's good to see everybody.
Y'all are some amazing folks. Thank you all for coming in here and hanging out with us. This is always so much fun. Yep. I look forward to it every week.
Yep, for sure. Well, I guess we'll see everybody. I've got when's your next video coming out?
Sunday. I might have it's gonna be Sunday. Yep, mine will be Sunday.
All right. I've got one. I've got my usual Thursday tomorrow night at probably 7-ish. And then of course I'll have a Sunday video. It's my usual schedule. So if you're looking for schedules, I pretty much stick to Thursdays and Sundays, guys, plus these Wednesdays here.
So I was doing Mondays and Thursdays, but in the last couple of weeks I've switched, and now I'm doing my main videos out on Sundays now. So that's why
Sundays are a little bit better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sundays are a little bit better. All right, guys. Well, good night. Have a safe week. I'll see you guys tomorrow during the live premiere, and see you on Sunday as well. But we're running to you guys. We'll be around. We're not going anywhere.
Oh yeah, and I've also got my live stream Saturday. I do one every Saturday on my channel. We'll be doing ours again on my channel next Wednesday.
Yep, same time.
Yeah, we're trying to stay pretty active. And
as
long as y'all are here, we'll keep doing it.
That's it. Enjoyed it, guys. Sure. You guys been a fantastic crowd. Appreciate y'all. You can have a good night, and we will see you next time. Peace and get stacked.
Y'all take care. God bless.
Get stacked. Good night, everybody.